Hello to all the technical friends. Greeting always. I am still busy. The posting and the important engineering video. Help you just don't forget to give you suggestion and feedback today. We are the Marshall method of the please tell what the story of them the big puppies. My friends, dear friends, my YouTube channel CEQ TV Quality Control TV channel at your very helpful technical engineering videos tutorials. Your very important and very successful and very helping just my CEQ TV channel. One like, one share, one comment or full video the watching. Okay, please.
Marshall method of the asphalt concrete mix design. Introduction. Bituminous mix, the sometimes called asphalt mix, are used in the surface layer of the road and airfield pavement. The mix is collapsed usually of the aggregate in asphalt, cements. Some type of the bituminous mix are also used in the base course. The design of the asphalt paving mix, as with the design of the other engineering material, is largely a matter of the selecting and proportioning the construction material to the obtain the desired properties in the finished pavement structure. The desirable properties of the asphalt mix are resistance to the pavement information. The mix should not distort or be the displaced when subjected to the traffic loads. The resistance to the pavement deformation is more important or height temperature. 2. Fatigue resistance. The mix should not crack when subjected to the repeated load over a period of time. 3. Resistance to the low temperature checking. This mix property is important to the cold regions. 4. Durability. The mix should contain sufficient asphalt cement to the ensure and the adequate film thickness around the aggregate particles to the compacted mix should not have very high air void, which is elongates the again process. The 5. Resistance to the moisture indicated damage. 6. Skilled resistance. 7. Workability. The mix must be the capable of the beginning place and the compacted with the result effect. 8. Low noise and the good drainage properties. If the mix is to be used for the surface wearing layer of the pavement structure, the Marshall stability and Haven suitability meter tests are the largest used for the reference testing criteria for the suitable mix design have been specified by the asphalt instructor. The object to the design the asphalt concrete mix using Marshall method. 11.3 Marshall method of the mix design. Very important. Hi guys, the very important Marshall method of the mix design. In the method, the resistance to the plastic deformation of the compacted cylindrical specimen of the bituminous mixture is measured when the specimen is loaded diametrically at the deformation of the rate. Of the 15 mm per the minute, there are two the major features of the Marshall method of the mix design: I. Density void analysis and II. Stability flow test. The Marshall stability of the mix is defined as the maximum load carried by the specimen at the standard test temperature and 60 centigrade. The flow value is the deformation that the test specimen undergoes during the load up to the maximum load. Flow is measured in 0.25 mm units in this test, and the attempt is made to the optimum binder content for the type of the aggregate mix used and the expected traffic industry. Hi guys, the listening. 11.4 The step of the design. 1. Selected aggregate grading to be the use table. 11.2 2. Determine the prototypes of the which aggregate size required to the procedure the design grading. 3. Determine the specific gravity of the aggregate optimization and the asphalt cement. 4. Prepare the trial specimen with the varying asphalt contents. 5. Determine the specific gravity of the which compacted the specimen. 6. Perform the stability test on the specimens. 7. Calculate the percentage of the void in percent void filled with the bitumen in which the specimen. 8. Select the optimum binder content from the data obtained. 11. 9. Evaluate the design with the design requirements. The 11.5 topic approaches. 1. The method. Hi guys, approaches the method. Mold assembly: cylindrical mold of the 10 cm diameter and 7.5 cm height, consisting of the base plate and the collar extension. Figure 11.3. 2. Sample extractor of the extruding the compacted specimen from the mold. Figure 11.2. Compaction pedestal and hammer. 4. Breaking head. 5. Loading machine. Figure 11.1. Flow. 6. Flow meter, water bath and thermometer. Hi guys, Marshall stability flow test setup, equipment and figure, the photo picture, the load cell, the load cell deformation sensor, flow and stability display, the breaking head, the Marshall specimen, a switch on off of the indicator. Hi guys, a very important equipment. The figure 11.1 the Marshall stability flow test setup. The figure 2, figure 11.2 Marshall specimen extractor. The log. Hi friends. My dear friends of the listening, 11.6 procedure. In the Marshall test method of the mix design, 3 compacted samples are the prepared for the which binder content and the least favorable binder content are to be the tested to the get of the optimum binder content. All the compacted specimen are subject to the flow test. Bulk density determination stability and flow test, density and void analysis. Hi guys, a very important topic and very important tricks. 11.6.1 Preparation of the test specimen. The coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and the filter material should be the proportionate so as to fulfill the requirement of the relevant standards. The required quantity of the mix is taken so as to the procedure the component bituminous, the mix specimen of the thickness 63.5 mm, approximately 1200 gram of the aggregate and filler are required to the procedure of the decide the thickness. The aggregated are the head to the temperature of the 100.75 centigrade to the 175 centigrade to the 190 centigrade. The compaction mold, assembly and rammer are cleaned and kept pre-hand to the temperature of the 100 centigrade to the 145 centigrade. The bituminous is headed to the temperature of the 121 centigrade to the 138 centigrade, and the required amount of the first trial of the bituminous is added to the headed aggregate and thoroughly mix. The mix of the place in the mold and the compacted with the number of the blow specimen. The sample is taken out of the mold after few minutes using sample extractor. Hi guys, the looking for this picture photo, the coarse and fine aggregate mix, the mold assembly, bitumen, Marshall specimen, the tramping rod. Figure 11.3 test specimen preparation. 11.6.2 bulk density of the compacted specimen. The bulk density of the sample is usually determined by the weighting the sample in air and the water is the may be necessary to the coat sample with the paraffin vapor. Determining of the density, the specific gravity GBCM of the specimen is given by, hi guys, its formula GBCM WA minus WA where weight of the sample in air gram, W weight of the sample in water gram. (11.6.3) Stability test. In conducting the stability test, the specimen is measured in of the bath of the water at temperature of 60 centigrade for 101 centigrade for the period of the 30 minutes. It is then placed in the Marshall stability testing machine, figure 7.1, and loaded at the constant rate of deformation of 5 mm per minute until failure. The total maximum in kilonewton kN. That course failure of the specimen is taken of the Marshall stability. The stability value so the obtained is corrected for the volume table. 11.1 The total amount of the deformation of the unit of the 0.25 mm that the course of the maximum load is recorrected as the flow value. The total time between removing the specimen from the bath of the complexion of the test should not exceed 30 30 seconds. 11.7 Result and calculation. Flowing result and analysis is performance of the data obtained from the experiments. 11.7.1 Bulk specific gravity of the aggregate GBM. Since the aggregate mixture consisted of the different factors of the coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and material filler with the different specimen gravity, the bulk specimen gravity of the total aggregate in the paving mixing is given. The formula. Hi guys, hi friends. Formula here: the bulk specimen gravity aggregate paving mixture perceived by the weight of the coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and mineral filler and paving mixture. Bulk specific gravity of the coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and mineral filler, respectively. 11.7.2 The maximum specific gravity of the aggregate mixture. The maximum specific gravity of the aggregate mixture should be the not optimum for STM D241, where because of the difficulty in encoding this the experiment and the alternative of the procedure, the could be the utilized to the optimum the maximum specific gravity using the flowing equation. The formula, wherever the formula is the log 11.7 percentage weight of the compacted mineral aggregate VMA. Hi guys, it's very important topic. The listening percent weight in the compacted mineral aggregate VMA. The percentage weight in the mineral aggregate VMA is the percentage of the weight space between the granular particles in the compacted paving mixture, including the air weight and the volume occupied by the effective the asphalt content. VMA equal 100 GBCMPT by the formula VMA percent weight in mineral aggregate, where VMA percent weight in mineral aggregate GBCM bulk specific gravity of the compacted specimen, GBMA bulk specific gravity of aggregate, PTA aggregate percent by the weight of the total paving mixture. 11.74 The percent air weight of the compacted mixture. Percent air weight is the ratio expressed as the percentage between the volume of the air weight between contact of the particle and the total volume of the mixture. The formula PAV percent air weight of the compaction mixture. Determination of the optimum binder content. The 5 separate smooth curve and draw the figure 11.4 with the percent of the asphalt on the axis and the flowing in y-axis. Unit weight, Marshall stability, flow, VMA, weight and total mass. Optimum binder content is selected as the average binder content of the maximum density, maximum stability and specific percent air weight in the total mix. The formula BO optimum binder content, B1 percent asphalt content of the maximum unit weight, B2 asphalt content maximum stability, B3 asphalt content and the specified percent air weight in the total mix. 11.9 Evaluation and adjustment of the mix design. The overall objective of the mix design to the determine and the optimum blended of the different components that will satisfy the requirement of the given specification. Table 11.3 This mixture should have equate the amount of the asphalt to the initial of the durable pavement. So adequate mix stability to the pavement of the unequally redistribution and the displacement where the traffic load is applied. 3. Educated weight in the total compacted mixture to the permitted of the small amount of the compaction when traffic load is applied without blending and loss of the stability. Educated workability to the facility placement of the mixed salt segregation. If the mix design for the optimum binder content does not establish all of the requirement of the specification table number 11.3, it is necessary to adjust an original blended of the aggregate. The trial mixes can be adjusted by the using of the following guidelines. 1. If low white, the white can be increased by the adding more coarse aggregate to the if height white increases of the amount of the mineral filler in the max. If low stability, the condition suggested the low quality of aggregate, the quality of aggregate should be the improved. Use different aggregate for the use cement coated aggregate. Table number 11.2, stability correction ratio, volume of the specimen cm cube, approximately thickness of the specimen mm in a coloration ratio. Table 11.2, aggregate specimen MPW, ship size or the inch number, asphalt content, asphalt cement percent by the weight of the total aggregate. Type 1, base course. Type 2, binder of the leveling course. Type 3, wiring course. Hi guys, hi friends, hi engineer friends. It's a very important table. Table 11.3, MPW specification description. Marshall specimen STMD 1559, number of comb blow which end of the specimen, stability kg, flow 0.25 VMA, air void percent, aggregate void filled with bitumen, impression compaction of the specimen as to the 165 index of the relative strength percent, minimum maximum type base course, binder leveling course, wiring course, stability kg, flow, hi friends, corp, unit weight of the AC by weight of the mix corp, AC by weight of the mix corp, the Marshall stability, AC by the weight of mix corp, AC by the weight of mix, AC by figure 11.4, Marshall test of the typical plots. Reference: the Asphalt Institute of the Manual Series. C. 360 Transportation Engineering Laboratory, Marshall Test Data Set, specific of the aggregate selection, the from Kuwait motorway of the specification of the wiring course type. Course aggregate, fine aggregate, fuller aggregate, dust of the bitumen, specific gravity course. C. Transportation Engineering Laboratory, Marshall Test Data Set 2 format is the great bitumen compaction of the temperature as modified it and at the old format and a new format. Marshall stability test of the grading aggregate of the mixed temperature number of the flow. Transportation Engineering Laboratory Marshall test of the data sheet 3. Asphalt by the GBCM volume VMA prep stability of course flow. Hi friends, as the last of the listening us, thank you very much as my